give us your thoughts on the game.
Great game. Obviously, another win in Moody. Every win is just like a blessing. Every game that we have now is a blessing. I was saying how it's just like a gift that was given to us. We all thought it was over, and so just every game we're gonna count it as a blessing, like I said. But yeah, it was a great game. Started off a little slow, so we're just gonna have to figure out how to get in the groove faster, come out strong, and not play catch up. Of course, oh my gosh, jeez. Versus like these next couple opponents, it'll be hard to come back if we're in a deficit. So just making sure we start off strong will be good.
Yeah, a bounce back win for the team as a whole. You know, losing the conference tournament, but especially from Erin, 21 off the bench. How big was her contribution tonight?
We had 31 bench points, and 21 of those were Erin's. And we were just talking in the locker room just about like how much of a dog she is. Like she's awesome. She can score at all three levels. And anyone that thinks that can guard Erin is wrong. No one can guard Erin. But no, sorry. No one can guard anyone on our team. I'm just going to stop. Never mind. But yeah, Erin's just awesome. And she's very humble. Getting Peyton back, you know, a lot of attention was on Peyton, rightfully so. She's one of the best players in the conferences. And so Erin just came in and still played her game, and that paid off. And so we just all play our game in our own way, and Erin just was hitting all of her shots today, and so she's a great player, yeah.
You got the bonus game in Moody, you know, you had senior day and didn't think you'd get back. Just how cool was that moment for you?
Oh, yeah. Zoe and I were like, oh, we cried for nothing because we get to play another game in here. So, yeah, it was just a great opportunity to play in front of the home crowd again, in front of the community, and all the students came out. So that was really awesome to get a dub in front of them. But, yeah, playing in Moody was a blessing. We didn't have to travel on the road and worry about all that. But, yeah.
Did it feel easier because, you know, senior day you have all those emotions and you're feeling it? Did today just feel more natural?
No, I feel like we had a little more pressure on us this time because if you lose, you're done. Senior day was just like, oh, we have more games after that. But I don't think we view any game as like easy or like, oh, we're fine, we can be chill. We just take every game seriously because every game counts at this point on. So.
And then, like, just curiously, like, what was going through your mind when you went to go plug in the scoreboard?
Well, we were yelling, like, plug it in, and they were all like, what? And so I just had to do it before, so I ran over and I plugged it in, and yeah, it was just something funny. I don't know. Didn't want to wait any longer.
Thank you, Bella.
Cut it out.
Your thoughts on the game?
I thought it was a great win, great team win. I think we beat them how we should have beat them, and they were a great team, but, I mean, we came in, like, not letting them stay in it, so I think that really worked out, and everyone did their job, and it was overall a good team win.
Not in the starting lineup for the first time in a while. How did that kind of change your mindset?
I don't think it really changed my mindset too much. I think knowing that I'm coming off the bench, I need to like bring more energy and like bring a spark, and I think that was kind of more of my mindset. Like we were struggling in the beginning a little bit, so just coming in and bringing something new and like trying to like bring something that wasn't there.
Yeah. And then you had 21 tonight off the bench. Just how big was that for your team?
It was pretty big. I mean, I know other people probably would have stepped up too, but I think just being able to hit shots, like when I had those opportunities, was really big for our team.
Can you talk about, like, from your perspective, getting that bid and being able to play again as well?
Yeah, I think we were not completely expecting it, so when we got the like call from all the coaches that we got in, we were just shocked, but also we all love playing with each other, and I love playing with these girls, so we were all really happy, and I'm just glad we get to continue on.
Kind of building off of that, how do you go from the mindset of thinking the season is over to now you're trying to win 4 or 5 games in a row? Is it hard to flip the switch like that, or do you just kind of keep that same mentality?
I mean, I think was pretty easy. Once we got back on the court on practice, the day after we got the call, it was kind of like, all right, like we're like now locked in, and like our mindset is winning more games. Like, so I just think that was the transition. So
Awesome. Thank you, Aaron.
thank you.
All right, Coach, just your thoughts on the game.
Postseason win, let's go, 1-0. 1-0 in postseason. So just really proud of our team. I mean, I felt like I was mourning all weekend, and I'm watching all the other conference tournaments go on. Watched our conference championship, Grand Canyon over UTA, and Sunday, kind of watching that NCAA bracket get filled. Seeing graphics on social media, people getting invited to the WBIT, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, we need to be in the WNIT. Like, we've got 20 wins, we've got high net ranking, need to get into the WNIT. And about 9:30, got an email. And it's like, my husband is in the other room, and I'm running, and they're like, we got in. We got the email. So, and our players responded really well. And I told them, when we left Vegas, I said, hey, if I get a phone call or something, I'll let y'all know. I mean, there's a chance we could play in the WNIT. I appreciate the WNIT looking at our body of work the entire season, and not just kind of the last week of the season. And so, and hopefully this win, just convinces the WNIT it was good selection to have us in this tournament.
The stat jumping off the page, Erin Woodson with 21 off the bench. What do you see from her tonight?
So I actually talked to Peyton and Aaron yesterday. I was like, hey, I'm in a really tough position. We got our leading scorer back, but Aaron's been great. I mean, Aaron got inserted into the starting lineup when Peyton got hurt. She's been phenomenal. She's averaging 10 points a game in conference. We have a great group. I mean, I can't complain about anybody on our team, but I don't think we have anyone more coachable than Erin Woodson. Like she wants to be coached. She tries really hard to do everything we ask her to do. And so I talked to them, and I was like, there's not a bad call here. Whoever starts, then we know we have a spark coming off the bench. And they were both just like, Coach, just, do whatever you need to do. We're fine with it. And then Erin followed it up. She texted me, and she was like, Coach, you can start Peyton. Like, it's fine. Start Peyton, and I'll be a spark off the bench. I mean, she followed through with her word. Good grief. I mean, she missed one shot tonight. She was phenomenal. Just really, really proud of her. That's how you, exemplify team first wins.
Bella had a great night, but then also climbing the ranks in ACU history. Now all-time leader in single-season steals. She's still got a couple games, hopefully. What have you seen from her down the stretch?
I mean, she's just a stat filler. Every game, she may not have the double-double, or she may not be like our leading scorer, but just look at the stats. And she told me before the game, she was like, I'm going for the single game assist record today. I'm getting 12 assists. She was like, I'm pounding into our post players. And I said, well, that's good, but you need to score at least 10 points, while you're doing that. So don't just be a passer. But she's, she has assists, she has rebounds, steals. She's our best rebounding perimeter player. And then she can score layups, free throws, three-pointers. She kind of does it all. So, she is finishing strong. And the thing to remember when you hear about records broken all over the country, so many records being broken are people in their 5th year. This is Bella's 4th year, and she's establishing records, which is really cool for her.
How big was getting down early, coming back, and then holding a double-digit lead throughout, from the late in the first quarter all the way through this game?
Yeah, I thought, we had a decent start. We scored, forced a couple of turnovers, but just let them get loose. We're down at the first media timeout. Really challenged our players. The game started. We're playing at home, and golly, the way they finished that first quarter was just phenomenal. And then, to kind of bookend the first and the fourth, it was Wildcat basketball. And really credit our players for having that resilience, that perseverance in the fourth quarter. I think that, our players are in really good shape. They go really hard in practice every day. They've, maintained just great conditioning, and I think that's what we saw in the fourth quarter.
And how big was it to get another game in Moody and to come out on top?
Oh my gosh! Postseason play, and we're playing at home. Really, like Bella and Aaron said, just a gift. We're so grateful, and that gratefulness, I think, was shown out on the court just with our grit and toughness today.
Was that no one can guard Aaron Woodson, a quote from you? Or
No, gosh, no. Bella loves Aaron, and she is always speaking highly of Aaron for sure. But Aaron she was really tough today. She had good finishes inside, made her free throws. I mean, she missed one basket. To score 21 points, you only missed one shot. I mean, that's a heck of a game.
And then, I guess this is kind of your guys' second chance. You didn't get what you wanted to get done in the WAC conference. So just this time, were you expecting, what's your goals for the team in the WNIT?
Yeah, I mean, we just want to keep it going. And our players know that, our philosophy is just one game at a time. And so we really focused on this and didn't talk much about what was coming up. We've known for a couple of days that if we won, we were going to be at Central Arkansas at 6:30 on Monday night. We didn't share that with them at all. I mean, they knew it was Central Arkansas, but they didn't know when or whatever. And so we just wanted them locked in on one game at a time, and I think that's the best approach to that. We wanted to win a couple of games in the WAC tournament at least. We didn't. But you want to play after your conference tournament, and that's what we're doing. And so in that regard, mission accomplished. We talked about we want to be in a national tournament, and here we are in the WNIT.
When you look at what Northwestern State does well, where they're top 30 in field goal defense, three-point defense, and rebounding, I feel like that's everything y'all did well today. What was the prep leading up to it, and what do you think led y'all to do so well in those areas?
Yeah, I mean, they've been one of the top defensive teams in the Southland all the entire season, and so we knew that they were real gritty. They were real solid. They play good team defense. The main thing that we talked about, though, is they're ranked in the top 40 in defensive rebound percentage. Well, we're in that category, offensive rebound percentage. So it's who's going to get it done? Who's going to be the best rebounding team? Who's going to keep us from getting offensive rebounds? Are we going to stifle them from getting as many defensive rebounds? And I thought our players, for the most part, they really locked in on that. Every time you get a rebound, you get the possession. And so it's really important that we're challenging them, making them block us out. It's really important that we've got, people pursuing rebounds. So I thought the rebound battle, we emphasized it a lot, and our players took that real seriously.
And I think this is Tully's sixth or seventh game in a row with a three-pointer. How do you see her emerge in this late stretch of the season?
Well, I'm really proud of her because, it was end of February before she hit one. We came back from Christmas, went home at Christmas. She was really hot from the three-point line. It took a while, and then she finally hit one. We were like, yes, 2025, our first three-point shot. And, she's such a great three-point shooter, and when we go in the game, we always try to set something up so that the kick out is to Tolly, and she's shot ready all the time. She does not turn down open threes.
It was her 10th straight game, so I really understood her on that.
10 straight games, pretty awesome. Yeah.
Or 11th actually. So yeah.
Great stat.
And then I know you talked about one game at a time, so you probably haven't put too much stock into the next game, but what are the intangibles that you need to bring into that next game against Central Arkansas?
Yeah, so I watched Central Arkansas this weekend. They played in the conference championship for the A-Sun, and it was a gritty battle against Florida Gulf Coast, who's a perennial powerhouse. And UCA's in the game the whole game. They've got a trio of players that do the majority of their scoring, kind of like Northwestern State. We've got to key in on how are these players scoring double digits every day. It'll take another really good team defensive effort. And then they're gritty and tough on defense, too. Coach Kemper's done a great job. It's just his second season there, but he brought in some great, really talented junior college kids that are, playing like their fourth-year basketball and making a lot of veteran decisions, veteran plays. And so we're going to have to be really prepared to battle them. And they get to host us, so playing in their gym, we've got to do a great job of making sure our players understand our game plan.
And then just last thing, for you personally, I know we talk about the team a lot, but how does it feel for you coaching-wise being able to play post-conference tournament?
Yeah, it's what you work towards. It's what you talk about in June when we have our players in the summer. We talk about we want to go to postseason play, so everything that we're doing along the way, enjoy that process, build on it, just brick by brick so that we can put ourselves in a position to go to postseason play. And so I'm so proud of our team. Here we are, and we continue playing. To get a win in postseason play, super big deal. And again, we just played a postseason game in Moody. That's a big deal for our program, a big deal for Abilene Christian University to be able to host a postseason game.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach.
Yep.